Missouri Senator Claire McCaskill is one of those questioning Chuck Hagel this morning, and she joins me now. Thanks for joining us during a break. Thanks for leaving the hearing room. Senator, what is your perspective as to how it went today?
Well, I mean, I'm going to be candid. I think that Chuck Hagel is much more comfortable asking questions than answering them. That's one bad habit I think you get into when you've been in the Senate, is that you can dish it out, but sometimes it's a little more difficult to take it. But I am reassured by some very specific questions I asked that he believes that all options are on the table with Iran, that he does believe that Iran is sanctioning terrorist organizations, that he does believe that we need to maintain our nuclear capability and cannot unilaterally disarm. So a lot of these things that are being brought up to try to disqualify him, frankly, are just not accurate. I think they've taken some of his votes and some of his comments out of context.
Do you have any concerns that he's not going to be confirmed?
Well, it feels more partisan than typically it does in the Armed Services Committee today. And I think that's unfortunate. I think we do our best work, especially in that committee, when we are unified behind the notion that we need to defend and protect our country. But I think at the end of the day, if people look at the facts and don't hoist him by a stray comment here or there that he made when he was a senator, but look at the totality of his record as an enlisted member of the armed services who served bravely in combat, and as somebody who has been widely lauded by both Republicans and Democrats for his expertise and capability in this area. Now, clearly John McCain considers the surge personal. And the fact that his dear friend didn't agree with him about the surge clearly bugs him. And he wanted to make that the sum total of his questioning of Senator Hagel. And I think most members of the committee can look past that at some other issues that are also very important.
Do you think you'll be comfortable enough with his record to vote for him?
Well, one thing I'm not going to do is say how I'm going to vote until the confirmation hearings are over, until I've had a chance to look at his answers that he is going to make on the record. I want to make sure that this is someone who will have a strong voice and can give good advice, and that understands the priorities, especially some of mine, as it relates to auditing the Pentagon and making sure that we stop the wasteful contracting that we have engaged in Iraq and Afghanistan.